Dun, dun. Hello, brothers and sisters. How are you doing? Another wonderful day that we are here to be able to learn and relearn. Hoping that you're doing great. Come, Josh, how are you doing? It's another bright, wonderful time to be here to talk about relationships and to be able to learn and get to be better. Young John of Korea. How are you, Young John? I can see as well a number of people, Gaidon. I can see Vic Jaringa. I can see Fatuma Mazima, General Lebutoka, Hami Dulu, Tandiwe actually, Baba Koko, JAS. Please tell me where you're from. At least we'll be able to know you're watching us from which country or from which place. It's always good to know where people are in. My name is Keith Mwoki. I'm a life coach from Mombasa in Kenya. And this is where I am in a place called Mtwapa in Mombasa at the Marina Creek. So you can tell me as well where you are from. Elusa, Embu, Kenya. Somebody else, JS from Embu. Jehovah Shalom. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate. Somebody else from Bahrain. Another one from South Africa. I just missed the name. From Turkana, Bulgaria. I can see people from different walks of life. Really, really amazing. These ones are watching me from TikTok. I can see other guys on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram as well. We've got the champion. How are you, the champion? Thank you so much for being here. Tell us where you're from. And as well, people from Kampala, South Africa, I can see Ngai from Uganda, Diana from Australia, Sumu Tamu from Dubai, UAE, Lee from Namibia. I've got Iaz from Finland, Wipon from Ghana. How are you doing? Always a pleasure to see all of you. Terry from Kenya. Thank you so much from wherever you're coming from. Sel from UK. Beth Mbugua from Kenya. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. Kolok from Juba. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the champion. You're from Kenya in Kericho. And we've got Mr. Sugar who joined me as well. Thank you so much. On Instagram, I can see you loud and clear, as well as Von D and Beauty Nyangu from Zambia. Wairimu from Nanyuki, Judy Imbai from the UAE watching me on Facebook, and all those watching me from different areas, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and many other places. Thank you so much. You can always go to my YouTube as well. Check out my name, Keith Mwoki, if you need to check the recaps of all these videos that I always do, especially on live. You can check them out on YouTube. I always have a video there afterwards. So, and many other videos which are there. Please go there and subscribe as well. And I'm sure you'll be able to learn more each and every day. So today is another wonderful time that we're going to learn and relearn and get better. So guys, I can see you clearly from wherever you are joining me from all over the world. And it's always a pleasure for those who are joining us for the first time. My name is Keith Mwoki. I'm always here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, 8 p.m. East African time, talking about relationship, business, and then Q&A, which is the Sunday night live, which happens here every Sunday. You can ask all your questions, and I'll be able to answer them in real time. So, tonight is another wonderful time, and we want to learn some things which are going to be so interesting and so nice, because I want to teach you something that you have really asked yourself, especially women. You've asked yourself, why isn't my man committing? You always wonder, why doesn't my man want to commit? What is the issue? And tonight's topic is why men refuse to commit. Because I've heard this question for so many times. Ladies coming and telling me, Keith, come on, I've been with this guy for like 5 years. He doesn't want to commit. We are just there. I don't see a future. I don't know what's cutting. I don't know if we are in or we are out. So I'm going to tell you tonight why men refuse to commit. And I'll show you how to even make that man of yours commit. It is always good to be able to tell people how they can save themselves from trouble. Because just imagine, you've been with someone for the last 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, even 1 year. And you don't know if you've got a future or you're just wasting your time. There's no need, my dear sister. What you need to do is you need to understand the signs and understand if he's really sure that he's going to commit or no, okay? And if he's not going to commit, then you don't waste your time. Remember, ladies, like I've always said, there's always an expiry date. The moment you hit your menopause, you hit your age catch-ups with you, then, the time which you are really powerful starts going down. Remember, women's power is in beauty, all right? And do not let your beauty and your age catch up with you when you've not met someone who you can commit with. And this is a reality, because those who will say, oh, for me, I don't need a man. You're going to need him at some point. You can say that for all you care right now. But then, one day, one time, you'll be saying, oh, God, please show me a man who is breathing. Lord, please, just drop him from the skies. And you'll be booking 1,000 sessions here. Keith, how do I find a man? This is the time. This is the time. This is your time. If you're still there and you still got the looks, you're still looking good, fly, and everybody is running after you, please make the choice. Make the choice right now, okay? Get what you want right now, especially when you're in your young age, good times, and you're still, fresh. People are still asking you this and that. Yeah, make the chance, and don't just stay in a relationship whereby you're not seeing a clear picture. And that's why I'm telling you tonight about why men refuse to commit, so that your man, the one you've been chasing after each other, is going to commit. And if he doesn't want to commit, then you're going to know, here I think I'm just chasing wind, and he wouldn't commit. He wouldn't commit. And I think even later I'll also be able to make a video and another teaching about why women refuse to commit, because there are reasons why men refuse to commit, okay? And also reasons why women refuse to commit. Because also women, you may be a man trying to chase after a woman, woo her and run after her, but she's not committing. She has refused completely. You give her flowers, you give her what, you take her on trips, you do everything, but she doesn't want to commit. So this one, I think I'll tell my team, we prepare that one, why women refuse to commit. And if you're okay, we can talk about that next week, okay? But tonight, I want to speak about why men refuse to commit, okay? Why men refuse to commit. So this is going to be the teaching tonight, and is going to transform how you see relationships, commitments, marriages, and all those kind of stuff, because we all desire to be loved and to love, and love is the greatest commandment, all right? Is the greatest feeling that you can ever have. Whether you have money, whether you have all privileges of life, if you don't have anybody to spend the time with you, then you're just there alone, okay? So before I start, if you need to speak to me personally, go to the link on my bio, all right? Or visit keithmoki.org. You'll be able to book in a session with me, and I will help you to become the best version of yourself, okay? So don't stay alone there and say, I think I'm finished. Nobody is going to stand with me. Nobody can ever do this. Nobody can do that. No, there's always a way out, okay? My brothers and my sisters, let's get started. So now, why men refuse to commit, okay? Why men refuse to commit. Now, I'm going to start with a bit of introduction to try and help you understand why men why I'm even talking about this, because I can't just come up with an idea if there is no underlying problem. Now, what is the underlying problem or the hidden struggle today in the society when it comes to relationships? You see, across this continent of Africa and even in the diaspora, something is happening. A growing number of women are asking one question. One simple question women are asking: why won't he commit? What is the problem with my man? Why wouldn't he commit? What is the reason? Keith, tell me, why is my man not just committing? What have I done to him? What is the issue? You have invested your time, you have invested your emotions, you have invested your loyalty, your body, everything, even stood by him when no one else did. You stood by him when everybody went away. Maybe there's a time he was sick, you were the only one who was there. You did everything that you could do, but he's still unsure. He keeps on telling you, please, let's wait, I will tell you, don't worry, I will tell you. And you're there wondering, hey, for how long, Lord, why? Lord, why? I'm waiting for so long, and this guy is not deciding. Or even worse, he says to you, let's see where it goes. Have you heard that line? A man tells you, you know what, Miriam? Please don't rush me. Let's see where this thing goes. And you're there, you're like, God, why? Why? 5 years later, you're still there waiting to see where it goes. The man that you hoped to build with is now building something else, while you're left holding questions and just silent tears. He's building his businesses, his life, and so many things, but then you're hanging like a loose leaf on a tree, just wondering and asking yourself, what is the issue? What is the issue? What have I not done? Why is he not committing? What is the issue here? It's not just your story. Let me tell you, my dear sisters, it's not just your story. This is a widespread emotional reality which is happening today in this modern world. Women are just mixed up. Hey, why are men not committing anymore? They're not committing. I meet a man, he's good, he talks to me, we exchange numbers, we say hi, he keeps quiet. He ghosts. Or I meet this guy, he only calls me on weekends. He takes me on rides, and after that he keeps quiet. He wouldn't commit. What is the issue? What is eating up? Especially for women navigating relationships with emotional relationships today, they are emotionally blocked. And they are actually dating people who they cannot be able to tell what is the problem. I think most of these guys, they have what we call some decision crisis, identity crisis. And you're there, you cannot really tell. But then, why is he not committing? But I cannot see any red flag. This guy is good, he dresses well, he talks to me well, he's there, he gives me money, he gives me what? But commitment, I'm still waiting for him to say, I do. And you see, your church or your mosque will tell you, pray harder, please just pray. Go and touch the heart of that man, pray. You have prayed harder. You have been to every mountain, almost eaten by snakes in those prayer mountains, trying. Oh Lord, please, I'm in my 40th day fasting for this man to commit. Some things are psychology, my friend. You need to understand the truth and it will set you free. You have even gone for cooking classes. You try to cook, find something. You have even forced others, they try to give the name of that guy to your relatives. You force introduce yourself. You force introduce yourself. You want to fix him. Whenever your cousin is around, please, can we go this way? So that at least he will see your cousin, see your auntie, but he's not even interested. Have you ever noticed that? He's not interested. You're trying to fix him in places where your auntie will pass by or your uncle is in town and you want to go with him so that at least they can see him. but he wouldn't commit. Today, this is your session, my friend. You will understand things you have never understood. Why men refuse to commit and how to tune your man to commit. I'm going to give you the problem and I give you the solution. So stay with me. This is going to be a teaching of a lifetime. Teaching of a lifetime. Don't keep on thinking that, oh, maybe it is me that has a problem. Put that one aside. Some of you have even tried to be low maintenance. Maybe, let me not be like other girls. Let me reduce my maintenance. I don't ask too much. I make sure that I cook the food. I do this, I do that, because I don't want him to see as if I am... Somebody's telling me, Keith, share. No, hold on. Hold your horses. I'm here. I'm with you. I have to make sure that you understand what is it. You see, unless you arouse someone to understand the problem, they'll never wait for the solution. Others, they say, no, maybe I'm high value. Let me reduce this value. And you go reduce your value. And you say, hey, maybe now I think he will love me. You'll commit. You make yourself wife material-ish. But nothing shifted. He still doesn't want to commit. He still doesn't want to commit, and he won't tell you why. Why? Here's the truth. Commitment is not triggered by performance. Did you hear that? Commitment is not triggered by performance. It doesn't matter how much you perform. It's not triggered by that. It is never about effort. It is about emotional programming. There is something you need to program in your emotions, and that's where the problem is. There is just something. It's like an energy, my friend. People commit just because of a certain energy, a certain emotion that they are lacking. Once that comes, commitment is instant. Let me tell you, have you ever heard these ladies who cry foul? They say, I've been dating this guy for like 5 years. He's never committed. And we had a problem, we argued 2-3 days and he went away. And 1 week later, I hear that he found another lady and they have gone home. And 1 month later, he's married to this lady. Like, how now? Within 3 months, they're already married, they're living together, and they have committed everything. Yet I stayed with him for 5 years. Have you ever heard people crying foul? Saying, this is exactly what happened. I was with him, and immediately we parted ways. He met another lady, and they committed immediately. So it is not about time. It's not about effort. There is something that this other lady did, which you did not do. Which you did not do. Did you get that? Many men are not refusing commitment because they are wicked or they are bad. But because they have been passing through unhealed wounds that they will not be able to tell you. They have some identity confusions and subconscious fears that they have never been able to release. And this is the reason why most men are not committing, yet you have never seen what they are going through. And the lady who sees what a man has been going through, he penetrates into his emotions, and this man just wants to say, I can't live without you. Today's modern women, most men can live actually without you. They are wishing and crying, oh Lord, please, when will she ever leave? Or tell me that she wants to leave, because I can purely live without her. That's where the problem is. Falling in love is not finding someone you can live with, but falling in love is finding someone you can't live without. And this is exactly what men are looking for. They are looking for someone they cannot live without. Someone who completes everything. Someone who is peaceful, respectful, good, who has the right energy. And I'm going to elaborate this one even much deeper. You're going to understand why men commit to some types of ladies, but others, and I will tell you almost 80% of modern women, most men would not dare want to commit. They will not dare commit. This is not a message to bash men or to bash women or to say who is better than the other one. No, it's a masterclass to be able to understand men clearly, all right? And to understand yourself, you as a lady. You understand yourself, you say, okay, I think this is where I've been failing, and it's about time I opened up my mind to be able to understand, by the way, this is the thing. This is the thing. It's about decoding, actually, the real reason behind the resistance that you've been seeing with your man. He's been resisting. This video is for you. So tonight we're going to unpack the hidden beliefs. We're going to unpack the childhood patterns. We're going to unlock the psychological drivers and cultural distortions that stop men from fully stepping in. These things which are making a man refuse to commit, we are going to look at them in depth. And we are going to equip you with clarity to stop waiting, to stop begging, and to stop proving. And then you do what? You start choosing, you start aligning, and you start evolving into the person that God created you to be the best version of yourself, to get exactly what you're supposed to get. So I'm going to give you 20 keys that are going to unlock truths that most relationship experts, they will never dare to touch. All right? I don't know if you're ready, because I'm so much ready to begin this teaching so that we can be able to understand why men refuse to commit. So please, if you're ready, share the video. Let other people be able to join us. You never know, by the way, who is in need of this. Maybe there's a cousin, an auntie of yours, a friend of yours who needs to hear this message. Please share it to them. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Freely given, freely give. Share to them. Let them be able to. You can even tag them. All right? You never know. They might be going through something, and they can also learn something new. All right? If you're ready, tell me you're ready. Let's begin this teaching tonight on why men refuse to commit. So, reason number one, why men refuse to commit and why they have stayed. They are hard about that question. They wouldn't. You tell them, please, when are we going home? Please, when are we officiating this thing? Please, when are we? He tells you, please hold your horses. I will tell you. Don't call me, I will call you. Have you ever gone to those interviews? The interviewer tells you, please, don't call us, we will call you. And you keep on waiting, looking at the phone, and they never call you. Now, here's the thing. Number one, most men refuse to commit because that man, he doesn't know who he is without performance. Now, this is a problem that if you are able to pinpoint it, you're able to help him deal with that trauma. Did you hear that? He doesn't know who he is without performance. Now, what am I saying with this? Many men were taught to define themselves by what they do. Society has taught men, you have to define yourself by what you do, not who they are. It is all about work. And when somebody does not know exactly who he is, or he cannot define something, then he feels he's got lack of identity. So he doesn't want to commit when he doesn't know who he is, what he's doing, why he's even here. Most men, when they lack identity, they don't want to commit to anything else. When commitment asks for presence, you know what happens? They feel exposed. When somebody comes and says, my dear, I see, yes, we are living in this bed-sitter, but can we just commit to each other and we just focus with our lives? That man will feel like, but I don't have enough. I've not fixed myself. I don't have enough money. I've not bought a piece of land. Because men tend to think that they can never be themselves without performance. They are judged by how they perform. And this is where the problem is. Most men wouldn't dare commit when they don't know what they are doing, when they have not understood their lives. And for the ladies who come and they tell a man, listen, For me, it's not about the things you've got. And it's not just saying, but meaning and showing it. Make a man comfortable and he's going to commit with you. Because most men, they feel getting into these marriages is a whole liability. It's a whole liability. If I get in now, what am I going to feed these? What am I going to feed the children? What am I going to do? I can't get in right now. It's a whole lot of responsibility. Think about this. He is very confident in the boardroom. He's confident in the bedroom, but he disappears emotionally. When you ask him, he always tells you, I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to get my life together. Right now, I'm just going through some issues. Let me fix my life first before we talk about commitment. Anytime relationship deepens, he runs away. This is where the problem is, because he feels more of performance, and that is what he has been taught, all right, by life. Now, a man in Nairobi, he thrived in business, but he avoided emotional intimacy, all right? He avoided so much emotional intimacy. And when he was asked about commitment, he kept on replying, let me make more money first. Right now, if I commit, it's going to be trouble. You see, it wasn't really about the money. It was about identity. Most men, they think their identity is built by what they have, because this is what they have known. They don't know identity is a person. It is not a thing. And in today's modern world, women have objectified men so much. I cannot marry a man who does not have. So the have is the main thing. So a man who does not have this or have that, he feels he's got no identity. And when you push your man to the walls, he goes away. Even if he's a millionaire, there's always a millionaire who is being left somewhere. And the biggest fear of every man is betrayal. He fears, if I get into this relationship, will she find someone else who is greater? Someone else who is more advanced? Someone else who has more money? So let me look for more money. If you're a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire. If you're a billionaire, you want to be a trillionaire. If you're a trillionaire, you want to own the whole world, because you're always thinking somebody else might take my woman. And that's why most men don't commit. But for the women who make their men to understand them, and they accept the identity of their men, these men become prosperous, and they commit with them because they are not afraid. The Bible says in the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 28, in him we live and move and have our being. In who? In him. We are not having our being in things. We are having our being, and we are moving, and we live because of the identity that we've got. And that identity, it is the Spirit of God within us. It is that nature of who we are. So talk to your man and tell him, come on, your identity is not anchored on the things that you've got. Your identity is anchored on who you are. It's anchored on God. In him we live and move and have our being. And when you do that, or the woman who does that to his man, the man feels relaxed and now he wants to commit. Stop asking him, what do you do? What do you do? How much money do you have? Can you afford me? Can you do that? This is the reason you are still single. This is the reason no man has ever committed to you. They keep on running away from you. Why? Because the first question you do in every date is, what do you do? How much do you earn? You equate his identity with what he's got. My friend, you will remain there. You will remain there, and then you will see all your friends are married, they are moved on, their lives are doing well, because no man cannot be able to perform. The men who cannot perform is just because they are afraid, and they've got what we call inferiority complex. They just feel that I'm not enough. But what about when they find a woman who tells him, listen, my dear, you are enough. With much or with little, I know we're going to build. Those are the ones who really make it. But these other ladies who are looking for that build man, listen one thing, behind every successful man, there is a woman. You will always be fighting with another woman. If you're going for that man who has already made it, there is always a woman behind that man. Don't waste your time. All right? So don't ask him what he does. Ask him who he is. Let him talk about his personality. Yeah? That's the thing. All right? Number 2. This man, he was taught that emotions are weakness. This is the reason why he wouldn't commit. A man who has been taught that emotions are weakness, he will never dare say, I do. Because boys are often raised to suppress, not to express their emotions. A boy is always told, hey, men don't cry. You should not say this. Even when you're hurting, keep quiet. Don't speak. Look at even organizations which deal with men empowerment. They are all finished. They don't even work. What you're told, what are you empowering? Men. You should empower only one side. And at the end of the day, if men have been taught to always suppress and not to express themselves, when love brings vulnerability, he confuses that vulnerability with danger. He is scared because he's feeling, I've opened up my heart and I wouldn't want to open up my heart because now I'm being vulnerable. When a man starts falling in love, he gets scared. He's like, I should not be opening up my emotions. I was taught never to be weak. Why am I falling for this person? I should not be weak. You see the point? He's not cold. He's emotionally untrained. He doesn't know how to be vulnerable. He doesn't know that emotions, they come with vulnerability. He was taught, be strong, be strong. Men don't fall in love. Men don't behave like that. They don't do, these are weak things, weak things. So when you see a man doing that, what do? Make him relax. Show him the other side of love, the other side of emotion. And remove all these traumas that he has had over the days and over the years. Because a good example, when you see your man shutting down when you bring in deep conversations about love, about how do we feel, about, even intimacy, men shut down. They're like, ooh, we better talk about business. We better talk about something else. I feel this topic is going way deep and I'm feeling uncomfortable. He avoids discussing even the future. He avoids jokes. When things get serious, he's just like there. He focuses on one thing at a time and he doesn't want to be vulnerable. There's something which is eating him up. He has been taught that emotions are weakness. That's where the problem is. He's a woman in Ghana who dated a man and this man ghosted her. After she cried in front of him, the man is there with the lady starts crying over a situation. The man was like, okay. The man gets lost. He ghosted. Later, the lady meets up the man. Meets up with the man and yes, but why did you ghost me? I just poured out my heart to you, cried in front of you, and instead of you being there for me, you ghosted me, you got lost. The man said, come on, I didn't know what to do with your tears. For real, I'm not used to this. It was so overwhelming for me. And I saw, instead of just staying there, we cried together, or I don't know what to do with emotions, with tears, I ran away. And this is exactly what most men do. They have never been taught about emotions. They have been told, harden up, harden up, harden up. And when you come to him and you harden him up even much more, what does he do? He just gets flabbergasted. He gets lost. Emotions are real. They are normal. Even the Bible says in the book of John 11:35 that Jesus wept. Even him, he was emotional. Jesus wept. He knew that emotions are part of being human. All right? I'm not saying that as a man you go and crying, I'm not, weakening men. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to show that vulnerability of life is there. There are situations whereby you're going to be very weak. Weeping is not just about tears, but it's about bringing out what is making you feel bad. Bring them out. Don't always suppress yourself. How many people you see nowadays, they have unalived themselves, taken their own lives. And most of them are men. Why? Because they hide things. Many of them are depressed. There are people who are in relationships today, even in marriages, and they are men. They are hiding so many battles that they are fighting. And you as a woman, you wouldn't even ask him. You just think that, oh, men are strong. He will deal with it. He comes back home. He tells you that he's stressed up. You don't care. All you care is, give me the money. How much more money? Go out there and work and bring me the money. If you're not giving me the money. And this man looks at you and he stays with his depression. And you keep on asking him, why don't you want to commit fully? How will he ever commit when he looks at you and he sees the only thing you care about is yourself? You don't see my vulnerabilities. You don't see my troubles. You don't even listen to me. It's like I'm speaking to myself. So stop interpreting emotional distance as rejection. He has not rejected you. Recognize this emotional distance as emotional limitation. Don't heal it, just identify it. Talk to him, identify it. Tell him, yes, I can feel your pain. I can feel what you're going through. Can I give you audience to just tell me your things? Sometimes, even some men that women say that my man is rude. Some men are not actually rude. I will tell you the truth. Some men are not actually rude. They're just going through situations and you wouldn't understand why he doesn't want to talk. Have you really asked him what is going on in your life? Some have debts, loans that they have taken just to please you and please your children and please, your friends. They have taken loans just to be better man. They have gotten into situations just to be a better man. And when they are there, they do not understand what to do. And yet, you're giving them pressure and more pressure. And then you're telling them, please, officiate what we have. That man will run away from you like you got plague. He will never want to commit. Why? Because he's afraid of what the outcome will be. Number 3, he is still proving himself to his father. There are men, and I would say most men, they are still proving themselves to their fathers, right? Many men are driven by a need, a great need to impress or to outdo their absent or their critical or their unloving fathers. You see, in most families, you'll find that fathers were a bit harsh in one way or another. They were maybe too much critical because their fathers also were critical and harsh to them. Or you find in modern relationships, because of all these demands which are happening, maybe you've been raised by a single parent, your father was absent, because something happened between you and your mother and your father, and they parted ways. And the same thing now, you see it coming towards your own marriage. You see very well, the way we are moving, I might end up being a single mother and I be a single father. Why? Because a man, he's going through a lot trying to prove himself to be better. Especially men today who are dating ladies who have been from single parents. It is very hard to please such kind of a woman because she has known that the mother is the top authority. And when she knows that the mother is the top authority, for a man to prove himself that he can be an authority, my friend, it takes a lot of pressure for a man to prove himself. And until that inner war is resolved, commitment feels like distraction. That man wants to show you, yes, I can be there for you. I know your father was not there for you. He left your mother and they went away. But me, I can be there. So this man tries to prove himself to be this new guy who can be there, who can stand. And because of all this trauma of trying to prove himself to be better than the fathers who are there, then he is afraid of commitment. What if it fails? What if? What if? And for you, you're not giving him the kind of encouragement. You're not giving him what he actually desires. That passion, that moment, that great opening to be a man of himself. Huh? Think about this. Have you seen your man obsessed with success? Have you seen him? So much obsessed. He wants to be so successful. There's always an underlying issue of either a parent who was not successful, or problems that they went through during their growing up, or maybe you find that a parent who got into debts or problems, and he wants to be so successful. He's obsessed with this first. Or maybe obsessed with status or being the man. I want to be the man. But then he avoids vulnerability. This is a man who has been taught, or he has seen another side of his father, and he doesn't want to be like his father. So when a man is going through these things, there's a high chances that he wouldn't want to commit at that moment because he wants to fix his life. He keeps on saying that I'm not ready until I fix this and that. I fix this and that is when I will be ready. He's trying to outdo his father, to outdo his absent father, his critical father, or the father who was absent, who was not there, who never loved him, who never took care of them. And the father also did the same because there was also another drama from his father. You see, it's a generational issue which is going on. And right now, it's even becoming worse by the day because the number of single parents today is increasing by the day. So how many children are going in the next generation to try to outshine the fathers who are there today and what they did and how they broke their families? And that's why a man who has seen the father and mother arguing, fighting, and doing all these things, he will be so much scared to get himself into that. Unless you yourself, you make him very comfortable. A man in Kampala couldn't commit even after 7 years with his girlfriend. He refused. 7 good years, he's just there. It's not now, not now, not now. 7 years. But you know what? His internal voice kept on saying, you're not enough yet. It is not time. Don't do it. There's an internal voice which kept on telling him, no, it's not time. You see, it wasn't the lady's fault. It was his father's ghost that was always telling him that it's not time. See, you remember what your father did. You remember those things. You remember the problem. So the lady is there busy thinking, maybe it is me. Maybe it is me who doesn't perform well. Maybe it is me who doesn't do. But it is the ghosts of his father, which actually, So sometimes just discuss about the past and discuss about situations. Discuss about what people are going through. Come on, tell me, what are you going through? What is going through your mind? And don't be judgmental. And ladies, let me tell you, I know a lady's past is our present. Don't always bring out, when a man becomes vulnerable to you, he breaks down and he tells you exactly the things that he has gone through. Don't always bring them in every discussion as if now you want to spice up your story. You remember, it is you who did. You even told me. The moment you're going to use what the man told you in an argument in the future, he will never, ever open up again to you. So always mind this. It's very important for you ladies to avoid using the stories that a man told you when he opened up to you. You use them against him at a time that you guys are arguing. He will never open up again to you. Yes, the Bible says in Exodus 20 verse 12, honor your father and mother. But honor is not obsession. In as much as your father and mother, you're honoring them, but don't obsess over trying to be better than them or trying to, no. They lived their lives. They messed up where they messed up. You move on. Be a man of your own. Be a person of your own, all right? So you as a woman, you need to observe, is he leading from wholeness or from, woundedness? Is he wounded or is he whole? What kind of leading the family is he leading with? If he's still chasing after his father's approval, he will not see your approval. You need to talk to him slowly and make him become a person of his own, make his own identity, not his father's identity. Number 4, he equates commitment with control loss. He equates what? Commitment with control loss. He doesn't want to lose control. And he says, if I commit, I'm going to lose my control. Why? Because ladies, in most cases, what do? The moment a man commits, they become entitled. And they are usually showing the signs of entitlement earlier, very early in the relationship. This is very true for ladies. If you start showing your man that immediately you commit, now, where is your phone? Who is that? Where are you? Can you call me? Do a video call. I need to see who you're talking to. Now that's control. That's entitlement. Think about it when the relationship was fresh. When you guys loved each other from the heart. When there were no things to argue about. How was the relationship? Very beautiful. Every person lived their lives. You could catch up and, have a good time. There wasn't all these things about who is there, what are you doing, why, and blah, 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 and all that. Because these things, they make a man resent you. They make a man feel like, if she's like this now, and you have not committed, how much entitlement, how much lack of freedom will I have? I'll not go and watch football with my boys. I'll not be able to be a person of my own. I'll not even have time to even sit down with a friend and have a cup of coffee. It will be total chaos. So most men, they fear commitment and they refuse completely. They say, I wouldn't commit. My woman, hey. That is fire. That's bush fire. I wouldn't want to commit. So if you keep on showing your man signs of control, signs of entitlement, especially if he has not committed to you, he will never commit. He will never commit. Calling him and texting him and telling him that if you don't call me, those silent threats and what we call the disappointed look. Women, they always control men by something called the disappointment look. You just say, so you left me, so I was not important to you. And then she looks at you in a certain way and she keeps quiet. Now, you'll be there begging the whole week. And for ladies, they think, wow, I've won him. He's been begging me the whole week. But you don't know, you're losing. It is you who is actually losing. This man, he's getting afraid. He's saying, from the look of things, the way I've been begging this woman the whole of the week, if we get married, it's going to be trouble. Let me first watch. And he keeps on watching. He keeps on watching you, saying, maybe let me see if she has changed. Let me see if she's a happier person to be around with. Think about this. When I talk about he equates commitment with control loss, look at this. It means, for example, a man who has been controlled by his mother at some point. He has been controlled by his church. He's been controlled by his culture while growing up. Or controlled by you while you guys were dating. He may associate commitment with loss of freedom. He might look at it and say, the way I've been controlled by society, the way you have been controlling me and taking out my life when we are dating, what about if I commit? I'm never going to commit. Let's stay like that so that if things go south, I can always jump out. And this is one of the reasons why men wouldn't commit. To them, love feels like captivity. If I fall in love too deeply, I might end up being a captive. And I don't want, because I see her. I see how she's behaving, and I'm afraid. Some ladies will always say to their men, if you don't do this and that, I can leave you. There are many men who are looking after me. There are many men who want me. The moment you tell a man that, my friend, he will never commit to you. Because he sees, okay, there are many men who want you. Okay, let them marry you. Let me just hang around. The moment you show a man that you can leave him for another man, You'll be looking at that commitment from the other side of the glass. You will never see it. It will be like Canaan and Moses. You will see the promised land, but you'll never enter. You'll just be sure, Moses, there is a promised land. But my friend, you will never enter. Others will enter. This is exactly what happens, my dear sisters. You may say, yeah, you may say, oh, yeah, but that's the thing. Never tell a man that I have options. Others, they belittle and they tell him, you're not even good in bed. You're not even good. You know, I'm surviving with you. And you expect him to commit to you? It will never. Or you'll say, I just threw his clothes outside. He came late and I told him, go and stay with those women of yours that you've been, and then tomorrow you want him to commit. You've thrown his clothes outside. You've told him you've locked the door and told him go and stay with your women out there. And next week you want him to commit. But if you love me, you have to go to our place and go and give dowry and do. This man is just laughing in his heart. Just say, me? You'll have to wait, madam. You'll have to take time. I can't commit. I'm afraid of all this. You will even go to that dowry and go and you give him the money to pay the dowry, but he will still be paying it one-sided because he doesn't want, because he doesn't feel. Does your man avoid labels? I'm his boyfriend. I'm his this. We are fiancé. Please just call me John. Just call me John. Don't say those fiancé stuff. Does he avoid that? Does he resist planning? Does he say that, I don't want to feel caged. I just want to be, alive a bit. I don't want to feel caged. This is a man who equates commitment to control because you have shown him control before you guys even committed. And that's where the problem is. Here's a man in Johannesburg in South Africa, who loved his girlfriend. But then he panicked at the thought of marriage. Why? Because his past was full of control. Their past was full of control. The mother used to control him, the society, the church, the everything. And then he met a lady who was also controlling him. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Do a video call. I have to confirm. But I'm at work and I'm holding a meeting. No, if you don't do that, I'll come to that office and mess up your business. Hey, that man feels, no, if you want to come to my office and mess up my business, hey, and you want me to commit to this drama? I wouldn't. This man was not running from her. He was running from history that he has seen, from the control issues that he has seen. And this is the problem why most ladies, they are crying foul today saying, I don't know why this man cannot commit. I am beautiful. I have everything. I cook for him. I talk to him. You don't understand the thing. Listen to this whole full video. Analyze your situation. See, which point am I actually doing wrong? Because until you understand this is where I'm going wrong, you will always be crying foul. You'll always be saying, what is the issue here? Think about it. The Bible says in 2 Corinthians 3 verse 17, that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. If the Spirit of God is within you guys, if you guys are walking in one mind, which is one spirit, there is always liberty. Love liberates. Maya Angelou told us, love liberates. If you love someone, let them be. Let them go wherever they are going. If they come back, they are meant for you. If they don't come back, well, somebody else better is coming. Stop always saying that, oh, I cannot let him go to that party or travel here or go to work in peace. If he goes and he comes back, he's meant for you. If he doesn't come back, relax. There's always a better person for you. You cannot chain a human being. Human beings are free beings. They can do whatever they want to do. If love is meant for you, it will come back. Where the Spirit of God is, there is liberty. Do not bind someone else. Speak freedom. Don't force, right? Don't force. A man must choose commitment. Don't corner him into commitment. Don't corner him and take him to a party. Tell him, oh, I want us to go to a party. It is somewhere in the village, only to discover that you have taken him to your village by force, by fire, by thunder. Yeah? Now this is our homestead. But why did you not tell me that you are coming to your place? You have cornered me to come here. Now I have to introduce myself as your fiancé. It was not my time. Let the man decide. If you corner him, that relationship will not work. You'll go back and he will not commit. Even if he said hi to all your uncles, he will feel that now you're pushing me to the wall. I feel control. I feel I can't breathe. I can't go watch football with my friends. I can't do this. I can't do that. Now you want me to commit? I wouldn't commit with you. I wouldn't commit with you. All right? Number 5. Another reason why a man will not commit, and most ladies have never understood this, is when a man is addicted to options. There are men who are addicted to options. In today's digital culture, social media culture, commitment to some people may feel boring when your mobile phone gives you like 50 romantic options daily. Hi. There are so many people in your inbox telling you hi. Then, if a man has not decided, don't force a relationship. You meet a man in a club, he is a player by nature, and now you want to change him. I can change you. I can change this guy who is addicted to options. How now are you going to change him? If he's addicted to options, you are going to be one of the many options. You can't change him. Because today, many men confuse stimulation with satisfaction. All right? And they think that because I'm feeling nice, I'm satisfied. No, it's not satisfaction. It's just some stimulation, some dopamine release on the pineal gland, which has been released, and you feel, wow, I'm feeling so nice. I think if I have this and I have that and I have that, I'll be so happy. Options. When a man is addicted to options, my friend, just stay away. Focus on your life. You can't clean him up. Until he makes a decision, everything else is a waste of time. He's flirting online, keeping DMs active all the time. There's always a DM of someone. He keeps on saying to all these DMs, we are not official yet, even after months. Well, my friend, this is the thing. A woman in the diaspora found out that his man was very active on Tinder, Bumble. And when he asked him, hey, but what are you searching on all these dating sites? Like, you're married and you're settled. What is the issue? Like, it's just for fun. It's just for fun, just catching up with people. Okay, I'm not refusing. It's good to catch up with people. But then, if you're already committed and you are in a stable, good relationship, what are you doing actually there? What are you checking for fun? Where? You're just addicted to options. Because honestly, it doesn't make sense. And if someone is like that, maybe you guys met on those, Tinder stuff, and you left, he didn't leave. He's still checking over more options, right? Every person, it's more options. Because this one is there. That's the way it is. The brain of this guy was overstimulated with so many options. He was never emotionally present. And that's why he kept on checking, who is the new kid on the block? Who has just dropped into my city? Let me check. Hi, can we have a drink? Can we check out? What's up? The Bible says in James 1 verse 8 that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. a double-minded man. He is here and is there. That's an unstable person. And when a blind man leads another blind man, both fall into a ditch. So don't fall into a ditch with him, because he's supposed to lead you, to lead the family, right? So if he's blind and you are also there waiting for him to lead you, you are two blind people jumping into a ditch. So observe consistency. If attention span is a split between you and someone else and other people, well, also his intentions are also split. So don't think that if he is splitting attention, he's also going to keep the intention with you. No. Also his intention is also split. His intention is there and also there and also there and there and there. Right? This is the thing. Number 6. If a man doesn't believe that he is enough, if a man doesn't believe that he is enough, that's another red flag of a man who will never commit. Someone who does not believe that he is enough. Think about this. Many men don't commit because they fear they will fail you. When you feel that, I'm not enough for this lady. I did a video and I told you guys, most of these beautiful women, they are very single, lonely, and searching and crying and saying, why are people not looking at us? Especially the very beautiful and the very successful. They are lonely as you could ever imagine. Ask them, most of them are here. Very lonely. And the more beautiful and successful you are, the more lonely you are. Why? Because every man is thinking in this today's modern society, I don't think I'm enough for her. I don't think. Look at her beauty, look at her success. Let me just go and look for someone else. It's impossible. I can't satisfy anything of her. That's the thing. And trust you me, you can tell this. Most of this, let me tell you, man, if you want to really get some serious dates, go and look for those beautiful and successful ones. They are really lonely. They are lonely. They are rich in material and physical, but they are poor in spirit. Asking, oh Lord, please send that man, even if he's in prison, remove him from the prison and bring him to me. That's for a fact. I'm not lying. My inbox is full of them. Millionaires, billionaires, crying every day here. Keith, please just show me someone. Point here. Point his. Point him. And I'll go running. I'll travel any country just to go and be with this man. Where is he? I have nobody and I don't know how to face them. And because they have become independent, highly, successful in the society, she also doesn't want to lose her ego, trying to chase after every person out there. She sees, well, with my status, I can't just say hi to anyone. But they are crying inside. Crying inside, saying, please, where are they? Where are the good men? Where are all those men? Please, Lord, give me someone. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Lord, your servant. Your servant is here. Use me, Lord. Use me, Lord. Your servant is waiting. Because men, they believe that, well, I'm not enough. Let me go for that one who is not well packaged. And every person is going for the one who is not well. So these ladies who are just not well packaged, they've got 1,000 options. But you, the beautiful ones, you're crying every day in your blanket. You watch TV and listen to all music and heartbreak songs. Life is so unfair. Life is very unfair. You get everything, but then you wonder, God, you gave me everything, but you missed one thing. To give me the right man. And I don't know where I'm going to get him. Life is very unfair. Many men won't commit because they fear to fail you. I can't support her. With the kind of lifestyle that she lives, well, I don't think I can maintain her lifestyle. So they leave before you discover their flaws. Most men leave, they ghost you. And this is the reason why you keep on crying. Why do men ghost me? I go on a date, I come in there dressed well, nice perfume, nice hair, nice what. And I talk to this man who is so nice, and then tomorrow he ghosts me. He runs away, he doesn't talk. It is not arrogance, it is hidden shame. You put him in a class he could not be able to maintain. You said, for me, I only take South African wine. You see this one which has the Italian one, and you see my hands cannot touch that. And it is okay, you take those things. I'm not saying taking them is a bad thing. But then you take all these beautiful things, but then your man is just struggling. He's just working in some office somewhere. His salary is not enough. He's trying to make his life. He has fought up and down and borrowed Peter and John to come just take you on a date to see if this thing can work. And you have shown him another lifestyle, trying to show him that how you can never do this or do that or do that. And that day, he will pay the bills, do his things, but get lost. He gets lost and he says, here, bro, hey, you'll never see me again. I'll never stand there. It is always good to read someone before you order all these things and just assume because he came with some car, it is his car. Maybe it's just some car hire just to please you because, well, ladies, the problem with you nowadays, you've got a lot of expectations. I need a man who can drive. Okay, he comes driving some car hire or he has borrowed his friend. I need a man with a nice house. He has taken some Airbnb just to please you. Do you think that man is going to stay with you longer? Because he feels, I'm not enough for you. I'm not enough for you. It's not that I hate you. You're beautiful. You're looking good. Everything is fine with you. But how do I maintain you? For God's sake, how? How? Just show me how. How do I do it? With my meager salary and zero benefits and everything, what? And nowadays, a lady, as long as she's beautiful, she doesn't need a CV. The beauty speaks, and a bit of bam bam. That's today's CV. She will get a job, even become, PA or what, to the minister and everything. At the end of the day, as long as she's looking fly, she'll get a biz. But men, no. You have to sweat, think about, put on your CV, improve it, hustle hard. And then you want this guy. This is the guy that now you're telling, if you don't have this, you don't have this. How now? They will keep on ghosting you and you're waiting for Mr. Right. Yet Mr. Right was there. And the same man, he will go and meet another lady. And this lady does not bring a lot of hula boos and a lot of drama and this is me and what, and come with a bunch of friends, committee. Nowadays, ladies, you call her for a date, she comes with a committee of experts, her friends. And I call you for a date for me, and these are just my friends. He looks at that committee, looks at what you guys have ordered, looks at his pocket, he says, the spirit is willing, but the pocket is very weak. And that's how you lose him, my friend. He just tells you, it's okay, Susan, you deserve better. You deserve better. For me, I'm not your kind of man. You deserve better. When you hear a man telling you you deserve better, just know that he doesn't believe he's enough. And he will go and find someone else who will appreciate him for who he is. And they build a life. And within no time, the man starts thinking, because he was emotionally drained, he starts becoming clear and clear. And within no time, the man becomes a man. Because when a man is still, in his heydays of marriage, mostly, in younger years, he has not yet gotten his power. Power for men is about status, wealth, and all that. And is about the advancement of the brain. So the more a man advances his brain, the more older he gets. And that's why you see men from 40 years and above, they're in high demand now. Everybody was running after them. Eh? He's running after them. Eh? All ladies nowadays are chasing married men. Why? Because they are looking for the mind of the man. It's not about the love, the mind of the man. And for those who knew and held on to that man when he had the vision and they packaged him well, now they have beautiful marriages. But for you who wanted a built man, you'll have to be a side chick of a side chick of a side chick number 55. And finally, when you no longer have the looks, he drops you and says, not now, not now, because he's already built. Please, fix your life right now. Fix your life right now. Otherwise, you'll be crying. You'll be seeing men disappearing. They come, they appear, they disappear. Even before any milestone, before a commitment is gone. Because how can you commit with someone who is high expectation, high maintenance, high this and that, and you know very well you are surviving on loans? A man in Mombasa ghosted his fiancée immediately after an engagement party. He later admitted that he didn't believe that he could be the man that she expected. But bro, you've been with her. Hi man, I did my calculation. I looked at her and her lifestyle and everything. No. I just called it off. And I said, I would rather not commit. That's exactly what is happening in the dating scene. This is the thing. So if God blesses you with a good man, who is charming, who is loving, who takes care of you, who is there, even if he doesn't really do much, don't be this kind of modern women who are going to, the next few, my friend, most of these ladies who say, I cannot date a man who does not have this and that, who does not have money. They'll be crying from one eye to the other eye to the one ear. Hey, just wait. Just about time. Just about time. The Bible does not lie. You see, when it says in that famous verse I've told you 1,000 times, Isaiah 4:1, on that day, 7 women will cling unto one man. Tell him, marry us. We shall come with our own food and clothes, just to be called by your name and take away our shame. This one is true. It is coming. And it is actually here today in the modern society. If you see how many women are crying, saying that we don't know what to do. Today, I think it's today or yesterday, I checked a post. It was in one of these media houses. And I think it's some women in Baringo or somewhere in Kenya. They were raising placards and saying that their men have gotten into drunkenness and they are not there at home. They don't satisfy them. They are losing their men into drunkenness, and most men are not concentrating with their marriages. And people in the comments, some understood the problem and others were not understanding. Others were just saying these women are pretending. No, they are not pretending. They are real. It is a society that we are living in today. These men are depressed. That's why they are in burdens 24/7. They are not drinking for leisure. They are drinking to remove their issues in the brain. And you keep on saying, why are you drinking? But you cannot address the actual problem. And see, for sure, this man of mine is hurting. Where is he hurting? Let me fix him and help him out. You're just adding more and more battles. When he comes home, it is like a whip. Where have you been? What have you done? He keeps on running away from you. He doesn't want to come. When you see your man doesn't want to come home, understand there is something that is battling. Deal with the issue. Don't deal with the person. Deal with the issue. Sit down. It is you against the problem. And you will have a very successful situation, right? Very successful situation. Don't be someone who condemns and condemns. It is you, your problems. The Bible says in Romans 8:1, there is therefore now no condemnation to them who are in Christ Jesus. Don't condemn anyone. Let them be. Jesus said, if you are the one without a sin, please cast the first stone. Cast it. If you know you're the clean one. You're the clean one. Okay, cast the first stone. So watch. Your man's self-talk. How does he speak? A man who doesn't believe in himself, he can never build anything stable. And why doesn't he do this? Because he doesn't feel that he's in the right place or with the right person. All right? Number 7. He is already emotionally married to his past. He is emotionally married to his past. All right? When he's married to his past, what does it mean? Most men may not be with their exes physically, but they are still entangled emotionally. They are still focusing on the past. And you came. Let me give you an example. You found this man. He told you that I'm going through something with my woman. We have been arguing. We have been having this and that. And you told him, oh, boss, here I am. Shoulder to lean on. Let's start a relationship. You never gave him time to heal. You just jumped in. So he has not healed from his past. He still loves the former woman. He is just only pretending that, oh, I've forgotten about her. But you know very well, he is still not healed from the past. Unprocessed heartbreaks. You came in and you just relaxed. And now you assume that he has healed. You came in 1 month immediately after the breakup and you expected, oh, you have healed, you're fine now. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He still feels the betrayal, or the guilt, or the things that he did. You get the point? So all these kind of things, if he is still emotionally married to his past, attached to his past, then this man will not commit to you. He will rarely want to commit because he still has his past in his mind. So why should I commit while I still have emotions of an ex, emotions of things which happened, emotions of how I was taken advantage of by another lady? Here in Kenya, there is a big trend which is quite common. A man meets a woman, they start life. And along the way, this lady just wanted maybe whatever is there. And one day they have an argument and the man comes back home. He finds the house empty. It has been cleaned. The lady has cleaned the whole house. Zero. The man has been left with some curtains and shoes. It is a big trend here in Kenya. I've seen so many cases around. Now, this man who has been cleaned, wiped dry, you come and tell him, come here, shoulder to lean on. He has not healed from the past. He still has fears. Then you tell him, I'm here, let's live together. Now, do you think that man is going to commit? It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. He needs to heal from all these things. He needs to heal from that traumatizing past of what happened, right? You get the point? So get to understand, what have they gone through, these men? This man that I'm with, does he have some past which is eating him up? Because these are some of the things which make men to refuse to commit. Does he bring up stories of always about his ex? And this ex of mine, and this ex of mine did, or compares you to her, compares you to past situations, or reacts emotionally to past relationship stories, very emotional. It is okay to speak about, yeah, I've ever had this or something, but when they react too emotionally about a certain thing, they have not healed. They have not purely healed. A woman in Accra found herself in competition with her man's baby mama. Her man's baby mama. She found herself in total deep competition because here she was with him, but his emotions were with someone else. Yes, you got this guy. He has a child with this lady. They have had issues. But then the problem is, emotions are still there and they are still running high. So now here you're going to be in total chaos unless it is well understood that now this is between me and you and life has moved on and blah, blah. Otherwise, it's a roller coaster of events. You're going to be in a situation, and commitment for that man will never happen, because he's constantly looking at it and says, it is good always to see and forget and to heal. Help him heal about the past things. The Bible says in Philippians 3 verse 13, forget those things which are behind. Philippians 3 verse 13. So until he forgets those things which are behind, he cannot be able to commit to you. You will chase him, you will run, you will do everything, but it will be impossible for you to be able to win him, right? To commit. So ask him gently. Don't ask with arguments or anything. Just gently. Is there a space in your heart that you have not cleared yet? Is there something in your heart that you still feel that you need to clear? And is there a way I can be able to help you out on this? If yes, don't move in emotionally. Just move in technically. Hold on first. Don't put in too many emotions. Balance out the situation. Let it finish up first. And after that, all things are going to work out. And everything is going to be okay when he heals. If you don't do that, it's going to be trouble after trouble. Number 8. Another reason why men refuse to commit. Okay? He has never seen healthy commitment modeled. He has never seen healthy commitment which has been modeled in front of him. A man who has never seen a healthy relationship, he struggles with commitment. In today's modern society, which is full of broken relationships, parents are living in separated ways. They don't see eye to eye. If a man has never seen a working relationship, how will he be able to understand that his is going to work? He's going to be looking at you talking about, let's fix this. He will not understand. Like how? If a man grew up watching chaos, absent fathers, cheating uncles, toxic marriages, parents fighting, these are the things that he grew watching every day. Now, how do you expect him to feel that love is something beautiful? He will always be seeing that love is a foreign story. It doesn't work. It is a lie. Yeah? And dysfunction to him will feel normal. It will feel very normal, because this is how I've seen. I've never seen any day my father not fighting or arguing with my mother. And if he sees that, then their relationship is going to be very... And that's why I always say that before you get hooked up to someone, also understand a bit of their background. During the dating time, it's not always about sleeping with someone. Take time and get to understand, how is your background? Tell me about your mother and your father. Do they live together? Do they fight? Are they okay? Do they love each other? You know, sisters, brothers, how are your uncles? How is everyone? Blah, blah, blah. You see, the problem is that people are only talking about, can you come to my place for a weekend? We date. That's not dating. That's just lust. Nothing else. Just make sure that you guys get to know each other, get to know how is their background, so that you can be able to know how to evaluate. Because you need commitment, right? You need commitment. So commitment is also key to understanding. Especially when you see a man who constantly mocks healthy couples. They mock them. They look at those. They will part ways. Kenya you say watawachana. They will part ways. They are constantly mocking people who seem to be in love. Now, do you think they'll be in love with you? He avoids responsibilities, or he believes that all relationships are going to fail anyway. So that already tells you that he also believes that the one that you guys have is going to fail. So he will not even care to concentrate with it, because anyway, it's going to fail. So why should I care anyway? A man in Kisumu told his girlfriend, marriage is a trap. All men cheat. All men are dogs, you know, the way people have always said. She kept on saying that. I mean, the way women say all men are dogs and all women cheat and all women want money and all men want just to sleep with you. You know, those arguments. He wasn't evil. He was just echoing his environment, what he is used to, what every person says, what the majority says. And someone who is led by majority opinions, they will always do things the same way. They will always see that things are not working. And that's why the Bible says in Romans 12 verse 2, do not be conformed to this world. Don't conform. Don't conform to the patterns of this world, but be different, be transformed by the renewing of your own mind. Don't conform. What are people saying? That these marriages don't work. All people are going just to live. You will end up alone. Don't conform to what social media, don't conform to what everybody is saying out there. There's always someone for everyone. And you convert as per the energy that you have. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So if you're thinking that it will not work, they always fail. It will definitely fail. Yours will go to the book and fail. But if you believe it works, you will get a good person. There's always somebody. The problem is that you're praying, God, please give me a good man. But you're believing that all men are worthless. All men, they cheat. All men, they are this and that. So whatever you believe is what you get. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. And what you are, it is a person who does not believe in love. So you'll never see love. You'll never see somebody else loving you. You will always be there and asking yourself, by the way, why don't people love me? Ask yourself a simple question. Why don't you love yourself? Because if you cannot love equally, then you want to objectify a man. I want him because of his money. It's not him that I want the money. Okay, the money is the thing that you love. So the man is just the object to bring the money, right? So you don't love him. You love the money. Okay, you have objectified him. So you think this man does not use common sense. He sees you only love his money, not him. So he's going to objectify you as well. He's going to say, I don't love the woman. I love her body. So I use her and I move out. And then you wonder, why doesn't he commit? He just wants to use me and go. Are you using him? It is a win-win situation. Whatever measure you shall give is the same measure you shall get. God is not a respecter of men. He's not going to say, for you, I know you wanted this money, but because God loves you, for you, yours will be different. No. You will get the exact same measure that you have given out. Whatever you give, the Bible says, give and it shall come back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Now, you give goodness, you get goodness. Put together, shaken together and running over. You give objectification, you get another objectification of yourself. Somebody sees you for your own body, nothing else. The way you gave, you focused on his money, cool. That is what you gave. Now you are going to see a man who is going to focus on your body. He's going to give you good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Then you wonder, all these men, they are coming like a flood. All of them, they just want to eat me and run away. They are here for the milk, but nobody wants to keep the cow. Nobody wants to keep the cow. And we are here for the milk. Hey, what is wrong with these men? They just come here, milk me, and they run away. Nobody wants to buy the whole cow. Why? Because, well, that is how you put yourself in the market. The moment you started saying that unless a man has X amount of money, so you made yourself something invaluable. You made it valuable. I mean, something which has no price. You gave it a price. Your body has no price. you put a price tag. With 10K, you can have this. Okay, cool. Here is a thief. Here is a womanizer. Here is a confused fella with 10K, with 100K. They can buy. So you have reduced your value. Then you say, oh, I'm a high value. No, you're not high value. You're not high value. As long as you have a price tag, you're not high value. That's for a fact. If you know you have a price tag, anything with a price tag is not expensive because somebody can always buy. That's the thing. If you know as a lady you've got a price tag, that with this X amount of money you can have me, cool. Remove the high value from yourself and just go for anything which has breath. And that's why the Bible says, unless you become like a little child, you can never see or enter the kingdom of God, which is peace and joy. Unless you become like a child who does not value things based on physical